What's up, world? It's your main man, the Uber. Right back at that ass again. Here's another one. What's going on, y'all? Just want to make this brief video, man. I think I'm gonna entitle this video, man. Black women don't even know how to be gold diggers. And what made this come to mind is that when I was sitting at the bar, right, earlier on today, had a few drinks, right? So I saw that they had a $5 tequila on special, right? Asked the black female if she can get me one of those drinks. I said they're for $5. I just wanted to affirm what I saw on the sign. She said, yeah, I can get you a tequila for $5. I was like, can you make it strong? She was like, if the tip is right. All right? She said, if the tip is right, she can make it strong. So we talked a little bit about that. Versus, now when I went to this place called, now this is a predominantly black bar that just set up shop in this area about 2 months ago, right? They make pretty good food, but they're predominantly, I think it's like a black-owned business, and she was a waitress, right? Now, versus 3 months ago when I went to Bar Louie's, right? It's probably a white-owned establishment. They have black female waitresses as well, but they have also white female waitresses. I said, I asked her, can I get a Long Island iced tea? I said, I want it strong. She's like, I'll make you a strong island iced tea, right? She just made it. It was one of the strongest Long Island iced teas I have ever had. Strong as fuck. Going back to the black establishment, so she gives me the Long Island iced tea. That shit is sweet. The black girl gives me the Long Island iced tea from the bar that I went to that's in this area. Sweet as hell, right? White female gives me a Long Island iced tea. Strong, not too sweet, very good, right? So here's my thing. Here's my situation. The black girl never asked for a tip. She didn't say I can give you a strong Long Island iced tea if you give me a good tip. She just went ahead, made the goddamn drink as strong as she possibly could to make me happy, right? The black chick said she told me she needed a good tip first, right? And then made the Long Island weak as hell, right? So who do you think got the better tip? I give you a few seconds. Who do you think got the better tip out of the black female from the fish and chips bar in this area? So the black chick from the predominantly black food restaurant / bar establishment, or the one from Bar Louie's, which was predominantly white owned, but they still have black waitresses? Well, I'll tell you. Of course, the white female from Bar Louie's got the biggest tip. And why? Because she made me happy without even asking me for a tip. You see what I'm saying? She made a strong island iced tea. And now, of course, she wanted a tip like everybody because they make money off their tips. But she didn't put it out there like that. You know what I'm saying? But her whole ideology was, if I make him happy, there's a chance. If I don't get anything, then I wouldn't have gotten anything anyway. But at least I'm going to try to compete. What did the black one do? Black female demanded that she get money first before she can make something, before she can make me a good Long Island iced tea, and then made it shitty, right? So here's the thing, and that's why I'm gonna entitle this video "Black Females Don't Even Know How to Be Gold Diggers," man. They don't. You can see them coming from miles away, man. Miles away. I mean, first and foremost, if you're gonna be a good gold digger, you can't let everybody know what you are from the jump. Don't say you can do it for a good tip. Of course, every 8 waitress is gonna want to have a tip, of course, but you don't say it. That's what I was telling her. No, I put it out. You know what I'm saying? They think it's and I can see why these kids aren't ready for the real world. They think keeping it real is the best. No, man. No. Be competitive. Keep it right. You know what I'm saying? Of course, everybody knows what you want, but it's the way in which you go about it which will make all the difference. Because, I mean, I was giving the ladies at Bar Louie's such good tips that they start telling other waitresses, hey, these guys are good tippers, take care of them. You know what I'm saying? So, and like I said, if I'm doing good at the time, you give me good service, I do not mind giving you a good tip. But if you come off with an attitude like you can only do a good job if there's something in it for you, that's a turn off, man. And that's what a lot of black females do. You know what I'm saying? They can't be good gold diggers. Only people you'll be able to get gold from is black mama's boys. Everybody else, strong alpha males or strong black men who managed to grow up in the inner city but separate themselves from that, or other races of strong men, you're not going to be able to get anything from them, which is why most of them end up, they might get $1 here, $1 there, but they end up staying in a poor condition. And most of them will say where they want rich white men to take care of them, but you're not going to get to that level because you don't know how to operate. You don't know how to be a good gold digger, and that's a turnoff. And I'm not calling a bartender a gold digger. I'm just saying, when I heard her say what she said about the Long Island, I was like, yeah, and like you'll see a lot of black females, they want to promote themselves as, yeah, in order to get with me, you have to have money. Like they're that special, which they aren't, obviously. You wear your weaves and your wigs and you straighten your hair. You don't even like yourself, so why should I like you? And she had a weave as well, so it just took me back to that perception. Like, yeah, this is another one. But if you want to, and that's why she came off as a gold digger, because most of the females with the weaves, they have that same story. It's always about the money first, even if they get the money, it won't do them much good because they don't know how to use the money to their advantage. They don't know how to invest it or save it. Like I was saying in my previous videos, having money or getting money is important. What's more important is knowing how to use that money to your benefit. Invest, save, so on and so forth. But anyway, not trying to preach to anyone, but yeah, man, that came to mind. Black women do not know how to be gold diggers. They preach it, like, yeah, you get with me, you gotta have money, da da da. And even though some of these white dudes that they get with end up fucking them and not giving them anything, but see, they only want to really take gold from black men. White men are not going to really spend money on them because they don't look at them as being a valuable commodity. They feel like that the valuable commodity is the white woman in which they have on their arm their mothers, sisters, cousins, so on and so forth. But yeah, black women do not know how to be good gold diggers, man. The only people you're going to get to spend a couple bucks on you will be maybe a few of these uh, broke dick drug dealers or something like that. But no professional men, no real alphas are going to spend any real money on you, man, because it's just a turnoff. And I think I heard a brother in his video, and in this video I was listening to, I heard this one brother speak about that, man. Black women do not know how to be good gold diggers, man. What they do with us in terms of telling black men that we have to pay for them, which is ridiculous because you're the same color as us. I don't know why I would have to pay for you. And most black men can go outside their race and have white and Asian women throw themselves at him, but he has to pay for his own women when his own women want to look like the women that are throwing themselves at us. I repeat, the black man has to pay for his own women. If he steps outside of his race, Asians and whites, not all, but a number of them will throw themselves at him. Now, his black woman wants hair like the Asian and white women and the Spanish women, so on and so forth. But he has to pay for his own black women. But his own black women are having to weave. They're paying to try to look like, they're paying so they can try to look like the women that are throwing themselves at black men. And that might be because of our, we're looked at as being super masculine in terms of black being super masculinity, representing super masculinity. The white man pushes that a lot. And there may be some truth in it, but, I think it's ridiculous for brothers to have to pay for their own women when the women that throw themselves, the white and Asian women that throw themselves at brothers, black women are trying to have hair like them. So why not just cross the tracks and go to Asian and white women? But anyway, I digress. But black women are horrible gold diggers, bro. Horrible. Like, you gonna tell me that you can make me a Long Island iced tea that's strong based on the tip I give you, assuming you're gonna get a tip? That's arrogant. And I don't know if they tried that with other races of men. If they do, I'm pretty sure a lot of times they don't get a tip. Or maybe they're counting on me being raised by a single mother. I mean, I was raised by two grandparents and one mother. So I had a male in my life. But I mean, I guess that's what they count on. I guess like mama's boys would go for that. But I'm not giving you I give you the basic tip, but I'm not going to maximize your tip when you say that out of your mouth. That's something you're supposed to feel. And you're supposed to get me to feel that. See, a lot of our women don't know how to do that. They don't know how to persuade someone to do something for them. They have to say it. Saying it doesn't make me want to give it to you. Saying it may make a beta male want to give you something. But a guy who's used to having control, at least a bit, saying it makes me not want to give you anything. Because what I was going to give her, I went down on that percentage because of what she had said. And then Long Island iced tea wasn't that great anyway. But my point is, black women need to use and that's the thing, not knowing the strength in your femininity by being humble, improving yourself rather than coming off just saying stuff thinking that's masculine. That's really stupid. A lot of stuff that black women do to try to appear masculine is really stupidity that ends up setting them backwards instead of pushing them forwards. And it's just, that's just who a lot of them are. But, I digress. But yeah, when she said that, it just took me back to that place because I saw the weave and saw the way she was talking. And they always like to try to talk and out talk you and not really give you a chance to speak. And I'm like, that's, you're not putting me in a position. You're not making me want to help you. You're making me not want to give you anything at all. Now, I'm the type of person that if you help me, I'm not gonna, not give you anything, because that's just not the type of person I am. I'm gonna give you at least, 15% of what you were supposed to get. But usually, if I'm treated well, I'll give you more than that. But no, not when you act that way. I should have gave her much less. Usually I would have gave more. And I don't mind giving you 50%. If I have it and you're doing well, I don't mind really helping you out. Even though, and sometimes I might go a bit too far. And I'm starting to cut back from that. But she acted like she wanted a lot of money. You want a tip bigger than a tab, and you can't even make drinks. And it's like, that's crazy. But I just wanted to make this video. I think I may entitle this "Black Women Do Not Know How to Be Gold Diggers." And that same thing she did in the bar is really what they do in relationships. Trying to, not all black women, but a good amount of them, they always need, always beg, and pretty much they always want to try to strike gold or get someone to do something for them. But they don't know how to use their femininity in order to achieve their means. I mean, yeah, throwing pussy is one thing, but a guy will get used to that. How's your attitude, especially an older guy? How's your attitude? How's your personality? Because when I see her again, if she's my bartender again, I'm gonna give her less than what I gave her already knowing. And it doesn't matter how she treated me. Now I have an idea in my head of how she is. So I'm going to give her less on purpose, no matter how good she treats me. Just based on what she said now has stuck into my psyche and how she is. She fits the example of a black woman that I don't like. Now, you can be of any race and be a negative woman, but when you're of our race and we're all having a difficult time, social and competing in the economy against other races, when you make it harder, that sticks in my mind. So I know who she is, and from now on, probably all the waitresses there are going to get a small tip from me. And when I go to Bar Louie's, they'll get the much larger tip. Just based on they fit the image that I have in my head of greedy gold digging black women who don't know how to, put service above price. Because if you do your job, you won't have to worry about the tip. I'll give you the tip. And that's the same thing in relationships. They always want to get something for nothing. And I'm not saying that's not our people as a whole, but we're talking about just the black women in terms of and I think they're worse than the men in a lot of ways. Now, you do have some men who are on some sorry shit, but a lot of them are raised by black women. But and some men, men have to take responsibilities of them being less than as well. But since the black women has had control over the black community for the past 50 years, they have a big hand in how negative things have turned out. So just wanted to share that with you guys. Let me know what you think. Be sure to like, be sure to subscribe, and I will see you on the other side.